Morning. Apologies if the audio isn't too brilliant. It's a little bit windy, and I forgot to put my lavalier mic on, so hopefully you can hear this okay. Right, today I'm currently heading up Mam Tor in the Peak District. It's a 517 metre hill situated not too far away from a place called Castleton. Now, as far as photography goes today, I'm not expecting anything brilliant because the weather's not very good. If I just turn the camera around, hopefully you get an idea that it's very grey. Visibility isn't brilliant. As I say, it's already windy. Temperature is currently -2, but with this wind chill, so with the wind, there's probably a wind chill factor about -1, -2, if not below that. And I have to say, the wind is quite biting. But yeah, I come out today regardless of the weather, as I thought I just needed to get out. I thought I'd come somewhere new and somewhere that I can. It's not too difficult to revisit when the weather's better. I've already captured a couple of images, which, if I've put this together, put this vlog together properly, you'll have already seen. As I asked for any other images, I don't now hold out much hope, although not too far from here I did spot some woodlands that I'm going to go and visit, or might go and visit in a bit. Well, I'm just going to make the last few 100 yards or so up to the top and see what I can see from up there. Okay, I've made it up to the top of Mam Tor. You can probably tell by all the noises it's a lot windier up here. It's very exposed, but I will say that I don't know if you can see behind me, pretty much got 360 degree 360 degree views, which is absolutely awesome. They'd be really good if it wasn't for the weather at the moment, but never mind, it just gives me an incentive to come back at a later date. I'm going to head back down to the car and head off to the woodland that I passed on the way in. One, I want to get out of this wind, and two, I think I'm going to have more chance of getting some images if I go and explore some. Okay, you can probably tell that I'm not in any woodland, at least not yet anyway. I've made a slight detour and I've come to Ladybower Reservoir, and the purpose of my visit here is to have a look and possibly photograph the overflows, circular overflows. I'm sure there's a proper name for them. If there is, as usual, I will put them up somewhere around here, and so you'll be able to get a better idea of what I'm talking about. But as the water levels are quite high, there's been a lot of rain this year, I thought they might be worth coming and have a look at, because you should be able to see the water pouring over into the outflow, and you never know, might make for an image, might not, it might just be a bit of video footage, a bit of B-roll. But either way, so I'll just stop by and have a quick look. I've now got about an hour and a half of light left, so I'm just heading back to the car and see if we're going to find these woodlands. Yet again, I have had a change of plan. The second for today, and I think I've made this change to my plan on a couple of fairly good reasons. One, I was looking for silver birch shapes. Well, these could be ash trees, I don't know. It's a tree, it looks silvery, they're nice and light, is what I wanted. Although they're not surrounded by dark colour trees, so they're not going to stand out so much. So looking for a composition is going to be a different challenge in this bit of woodland. And my other reason for stopping here rather than carrying on and finding the bits of woodland I'd seen earlier on was that this bit of woodland is fairly high up in the dales, so we're going to have a bit better light. And also because these bits of woodland aren't as dense as the ones that I was going to, again, they're going to let more light in, which is going to be better for me, better for my compositions, and give me more time here. So I'm just going to have a wander and see if I can make anything of these trees. Right, I've come up past the tree line, and as you can probably tell, there's very little trees up here, but the views are quite good, quite spectacular. What's really weird is I've come up and you can see it in the background, there's a bit of a strange shape rock formation, obviously being created by the wind over time, so I'm going to go and have a look at that. But as I've come up, I've come across well, various shaped stones. They're a bit odd. I don't know whether this is all just naturally done by the wind, or there's one stone, which I'll show you in a minute, that I think can't be natural. It's got I've had some element of mankind affecting it. I don't know how recent that'll be, but if we look at this one, I'm not quite sure. It looks like he's got a head, and I don't know if people have chipped away at it over time. But if you can see that, it looks like he's got a face. Now, I've got a sneaky suspicion that's probably been done fairly more recently than the actual overall shape of the thing. It looks a bit like a turtle without a shell, or some kind of strange dinosaur. There, somebody's definitely given it a face, 2 eyes, a nose and a smile, so that's quite weird. And then over here, see that? That again is quite strange. I saw that, I thought that looks like a bit like a frog or a toad sat there ready to jump. Well, it could be just some other form of animal. Let's get a bit closer. And it looks like some of these. Look, have an eye, a mouth. Oh look, another eye as well. So somebody's certainly been playing with that. One that I'm very sure isn't man-made is this one over here. It's a wheel with a hole in it, or at least the start of a hole. I don't know whether that's been filled in or it's just been abandoned. It's very definitely wheel shaped. Looks like it. Excuse me with my camera. Yeah, up here I just thought this looks like it's a bit man-made. It's very odd. Now I've got a feeling I did see something about this rock formation up here whilst I was checking out places to come up here, and it's probably got a name, which I will endeavour to find out, and yet again it will come up here somewhere if I find it. If I don't, it won't, obviously. But yeah, it's from here it looks kind of like square rectangular blocks just left leaning together, although that's just the wind having formed the shape of it over the years. But it makes you wonder how long it's taken to form and how much rock and stone was there originally. I mean, up here where this is pretty much the top of this hill, so it's quite exposed. But, yeah, there you go. As you can see, it's a fair bit of graffiti. You can see that, but just to the right of where it says, I'll see it say Ken. It's got 2005 engraved in it. Yeah, so that's the earliest date I can see. In fact, that's the only date I can see on it. But quite an impressive bit of rock. So I thought this was the high point of this hill, but I'm wrong. Looks like where the next outcrop of rocks is actually a bit higher. So can have a look at that. I have now made it up to what is the highest point on this bit of the hill. The hill starts to drop off again. In fact, the edge of the rock starts to drop off just down there. It's actually pretty spectacular. I think a few weeks earlier, when the heather would have been at the height of its autumnal colour and the greens were still a bit greener and with a bit of nice weather, this would make for a nice image. Obviously, find the right composition, not just go and shoot it straight away. But yeah, this is just awesome. But you forget, or you don't realise how much fantastic scenery we have in this country. I mean, yes, you see pictures of places abroad, and you think, oh, I'd really like to go and do that. I'd like to do a glacier, I'd like to go and do the Alps, I'd like to go and do Iceland or the Rockies or wherever, and that would be great. Those would be really good experiences, but there's so many experiences you can have just in your own country. We have such a diverse landscape in this country, it's just amazing, and you've just got to go out and find it. Getting a cold tide in Hungary. I got an hour and a half, 2 hours home. So yeah, I think I'm going to make my way back down. Obviously, if something catches my eye on the way up, I will stop and take a picture. But I think other than that, we're going to call it a day. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.